Hello, English 102 students. As you know, for week 7, we are switching to a one-on-one conference setup where I will be meeting with each of you for about 10 minutes, and we have a schedule that we'll take a quick look at. But also in lieu of that, I want us to have this video class check-in just to make sure we're all kind of staying on track. Everybody knows what is due, and also to share a few tips, thoughts, and ideas for finalizing your evaluation arguments. So we'll take a look at that. I do appreciate your patience as we take a look at this video, and hopefully you'll stick it through. Two important notes. One is that you do have a discussion that is due before Friday. In that discussion, you're asked to answer the attendance question as well as a question that's posted in that discussion assignment. So you will want to make sure that you pay attention to the end of this video so you can get that information for you. So let's kind of take a look at what we got going on. Again, we're in week 7. This is October 6th, 8th classes. So that's this is a slide you would have saw from a little bit similar to last week to kind of start things off. And just checking in, I want to go over what's due, talk a little bit about those one-on-one conferences, share some peer review reminders just for that coming up. Tips for evaluation argument finalizing, so just some things for you to keep in mind as you're putting your essay together, and then that attendance question that will be required to answer for the discussion post and get full credit. Always have a little class tip, and it is notable that we're working online as much as in person this semester, so whatever you can do to elevate interaction and engagement is going to be really helpful to kind of help make our class be effective and get you get feedback, good feedback, you give good feedback. So that's really helpful, and not forgetting to comment back to students when called on, and doing so productively and thoughtfully. So for what's due, first, we have the working draft of your evaluation argument, which is due before midnight Monday, October 5th. You may have already done this. This may be after that date, I'm not sure, but making sure you get that first working draft up, that is 25 of your 50 points. So making sure that happens. And then we have the peer review to 2 students, so 50 points total for your submission, and then peer review to students no later than midnight Thursday, October 8th. And as noted in class, this is a simple discussion setup, so you should just be able to find 2 students, read their essays, post replies, and you can pick the students. Just look for people that do not have 2 comments yet. You're also going to post to midterm thoughts in week 7 class. This is that discussion that I just mentioned, and it's due before midnight Friday, October 9th, and it is worth 10 points. Final draft of the evaluation is due before midnight Sunday, October 11th, and it's worth 100 points. And the reflection is due October 11th as well. So we have a reflection for that. Just read closely and attend to its needs for full credit. There's 3 questions it's asking you. One question is about your audience. Another is about potential publication. A third is about styles and argument. If you use those style and argument techniques, great. If not, you would just kind of talk about what they might look like and how you might have used them if you didn't end up doing so. For our one-on-one conferences, those are Tuesday and Thursday. When you arrive, just be prepared to discuss how well you feel you're doing in the course. Sometimes you could have a really great grade, but you're really struggling to keep it. Or maybe I'm thinking, oh, wow, you don't have that good of a grade, but you're happy with it. So I think it'd just be good for us to see how you're feeling. Share any struggles or issues and suggestions that you might have for us. That would be totally fine. And then we'll also maybe check in with technology, check in with maybe if the class feels intuitive, if Canvas makes sense. And then we'll also check in with your grade any missing late coursework and or concerns I might have, and then we'll also just kind of talk about how your latest essay is doing. Please note this ties into that 10-point discussion that's due Friday, so if you do not attend your one-on-one conferences, you would not be allowed to get credit for that, so it'll be important to attend. You can see the schedule below for Tuesday and Thursday, 2:30, 2:40, 2:50, 3, 3:10, 3:20, 3:30, 3:40. And I've also added 2 makeup slots to Thursday if needed. So if somebody has technology issues on Tuesday, wants to pop in, somebody who's supposed to go Thursday but can't make that time, you could maybe shoot me a quick email. I'll keep my email open and we can make that accommodation. Some tips for your evaluation. Make sure that you have a strong opener. That's always great for an essay. Think of a compelling moment, scene, or aspect from your text, media, object, or person's achievements or character, or whatever that might look like. Give appropriate context, so like help set up like why are we looking at this? What is this? Kind of giving us some definition to that. And lean into a thesis that is a topic and claim. So it's always good to land near the end of the introduction. This, whatever you were looking at, stands as this when evaluated closely with these criteria, I guess I should say. So something like that kind of helps set it up. Be clear with your criteria, make sure they're well defined. Like with your definition argument, we're defining what those words mean. What does it mean when we use those particular words to describe something? So making that clear, bring in some sources to help you along the way, and then consider audience. Integrate visuals clearly, give them context as we talked about in class, and then land a compelling conclusion as always. Okay, so to close out this little mini check-in for this week, I do have an attendance question, and again, you will be answering this in the discussion that's due Friday, so that is being asked of you. And I want to ask, just while we're at midterm and we're thinking a little bit about some of the things we've done in class, which of the following assignments have been the most interesting to you? Is it the sample essay that we did at the beginning of the semester where you had to write to 1 of 3 visuals? Is it when we did the readings on words like citizen, on the words like citizen, as well as the article on reclaiming words? Did you like those readings and writing about them? Did you like the part where we did your writing process visualized and you were asked to create a visual for it or bring one to the table? Did you like the practice evaluation that we did on the burger, the pizza, the headphones? Like, was that something that was interesting to do? Or did you like the exploring of styles and argument where we read that chapter in Everything's an Argument, and then you kind of wrote about figurative language tropes and schemes? So these are all different kinds of assignments we've done this semester. I'm just kind of curious about which ones were most interesting and which ones like maybe kind of got your wheels turning in terms of thinking. So let me know what you think about that when you answer your attendance question. So that's all I have for this video. Again, I look forward to meeting with you one-on-one this week. I think that'll be great just for us to check in, use a little extra time in our class, especially since we're meeting in this kind of remote, distant, digital way. I just really want to make a connection with you here at midterm. Make sure we're not missing anything. Make sure there's nothing that's being left behind or on the table, and want to help you out. Make sure that you are successful. So thanks for your time, your attention. I tried to keep it under 10 minutes. Looks like I'm going to pull it off. And we'll see you in one-on-one, and then we'll see you as a full class next week. Good luck with your evaluation argument.